Rank these previous Met Gala red carpet looks out of 10. This was my very first Met ever. I had to have been about 15 maybe? And at the time I had just done Romeo and Juliet and it felt very reminiscent of that. The detail was great. And it was my first Met. And Giselle is literally standing behind me in this red gown and I couldn't get over that. And it was so funny because like I remember being so overwhelmed at like the amount of photos that were taken. And then I realized never walk a carpet the same time as Giselle. You will have 0 photos. Rightfully so. Understandably so.
So what are you rating that one at?
Oh, right. That was the point of this. I'm gonna give her a 10. Crush the first Met, come on. Okay, this is one of my favorite Met looks I've ever done. This is Prabal Gurung. This was actually my second time at the Met with Prabal. I loved how different it was from the first look that we did. I felt like he really understood sort of like who I was and who I had grown into. This is definitely a favorite. I would rate this a 10. Also, I want to be clear. I feel like I'm rating these high as like Prabal made a piece of art in all of this. I'm not looking at this being like, what a 10. I mean, I'm not doing that, but just to be clear. Okay, this was one of my favorite overall looks, but glam moments at a Met. Also, I felt like it was so perfect for the theme that year. Camp Notes on Fashion. We walked the carpet of the Met with a dress that said no photos, please, with a clutch that was a camera. It's camp if I ever heard of it. I loved this moment so much. I would go with a 10. Is that crazy? Can I do that?
Millie Bobby Brown gave every look.
Oh, good, okay.
These are all 10s to me.
I appreciate that. I'd give her all a 10 too. Wow, this was also another fun glam moment. This was my 10th time at the Met Gala. This dress by Iris Van Herpen was one of the most incredible. Talk about, again, another piece of art. The way that this was made was just like beyond me. I felt like it was the most fragile thing, however it like wasn't. It was so wearable, despite how it may look. It took me 10 Mets to throw a wig on and bleach my brows and do something really fun and different for me. So I really enjoyed this, and this was I remember this was a really fun getting ready moment. Also, that night was really fun I feel like I lived out like a secret dream of mine of like going somewhere undercover because a lot of people didn't recognize me. I had full conversations with people whose homes I've been in and had dinner with, and they didn't know it was me until the next day, which learn a lot. You can learn a lot that way. I would rate this a 10.